guys, how's it going? It's Calvin Raab. Now I want to let you in on a little pet peeve of mine, something that really kind of frustrates me, and that is here on YouTube there's a lot of hype around these kind of get rich quick things, these really trendy things to do, these really hip and cool things that can make you a whole lot of money, make you a lot of money fast. And they bother me because oftentimes they're taking advantage of people that don't really know too much about maybe business or that side of it, and it's promising them returns that they're probably not going to get, or a very small proportion of people are going to get. So I wanted to flip the script from those fads, those trendy, those saturated fields into what are the most proven ways to get rich. So in this video, I'm going to go over 6 of the most time-tested ways that you can grow your wealth or get rich. These have worked for many people, many years back, and I'm willing to bet, well, I don't bet, I'm not into gambling, but I'm willing to hypothetically bet that in the future, these will also make people good money, and oftentimes they're pretty reliable and different things like that. So let's jump into what are the 6 most time-tested, most proven ways, non-fad, non-trendy ways to get rich. So let's jump into number 1. And of course, if you're new here, my name's Calvin Raab. Here I make videos all about personal finance. So if you're interested in anything like that, I would love it if you would subscribe. Number 1, and in my mind, this is the most proven asset to grow your wealth and has made tons and tons of millionaires and even some billionaires, and that is real estate. Now, real estate, there are so many different facets to it. Unfortunately, some of them have been turned into that kind of get rich quick thing, but what I'm talking about when I talk about real estate is more specifically rental properties. Rental properties have made people unbelievable amounts of money, and they're also very reliable. Now, the reason for that is because people are always going to need somewhere to live. You know, whatever the status of the economy is, whatever's going on, someone's always going to need somewhere to live. And rental properties are great ways to grow your wealth. If you look around on this channel, you will find tons of real estate videos out there, and I've got so many more because I'm getting into real estate. I hope to buy my first rental property in the next 2 years or so. So I'm going to be following that journey. So if you're interested in this at all, I would love it if you then would subscribe, and you'll be able to see a lot more real estate related videos. Number 2 are stocks. Now this one is probably pretty obvious, and when I say stocks, oftentimes I'm just referring to just the big indexes. So this could be something like the S&P 500. Now the S&P 500 returns on average 7%, which doesn't really sound like much, but if you look at a compound interest calculator, it can make you a whole lot of money. So you can use the compound interest calculator to see why you should be investing, and stocks have made a lot of people a whole lot of money. If you think about 7% on $1-2 million a year, that's a whole lot of money. But now you can also start very small and just start growing your account from there. One place you can use is Robinhood, and if you use the link in my description, we'll each be able to get a free stock when you sign up. So I would love it if you do that. It helps both of us. But stocks in general have made a whole lot of people very wealthy. There is the business cycle, so it's not always 7% going up. They will go down and will be below that, but in the long run, the business cycle goes up and you will be making money. Number 3, and I feel like there's a lot of hatred toward this one nowadays, and I do understand it, but it is just a normal job. I'd say that a large percentage of people that are wealthy out there got wealthy through a high-paying job. Now, when you do have a high-paying job, you do have to, of course, still be responsible and save a lot of money, and you can go and invest that to make even more money, but oftentimes one of the most obvious ways to make money is to go into a field that is high-paying, get very good at a certain skill, get a good job, and make a lot of money. Now, in today's kind of world, there's a lot of dislike for that 9 to 5, which I totally understand, but I do have to add it that having a job that is high paying, it can make you a lot of money. It sounds obvious, but oftentimes these are kind of the boring ways to get wealthy, so I did want to add it on this list. But you do want to make sure it is something that you enjoy. You know, I'm not advocating for you to go out and get a job just because it's high paying. You're gonna want to enjoy it too. I don't want you to be miserable 8 hours a day during that 9 to 5. So find something that you enjoy, high paying, and you should be able to make a good amount of money. Number 4. Now this one isn't exactly as concrete as the other ones. It's a little more theoretical, but I do think it is really important, and it's a great way to grow your wealth. And that is network with wealthy people. Now, one of my favorite quotes out there that I've just always enjoyed, and I think it is very telling, it's a great quote, is you are the average of your 5 best friends. So oftentimes if you're networking with wealthy people and they're kind of above you, maybe networking with smarter people, somewhere where you want to be, just by being in their vicinity, you will see that you start to be brought up to their level. And I certainly see this with my friends. When I'm with friends that I see as being smarter than me or something like that, better at this, better at that, I start to elevate to that level and you start learning a whole lot. So networking is so important. And of course, when you make these connections, it goes back, I'm using a lot of quotes today. Another quote is, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And if you just kind of grow your network out there, you can really increase your wealth. New opportunities will come forth and you can jump on them and you can start making more money. And it teaches you a lot and you'll be kind of brought up to that level. So networking with wealthy people is a great way to grow your wealth. Number 5 is monetize a skill. So what I recommend doing here is think about what is a skill you have that not many people have. So think of that and how can you monetize it? Or maybe right off the top of your head, you can't really think of, what's one thing you're really good at. And that's okay because you can learn, you can become good at something. So I would find a marketable skill that's out there and just get really good at it. Practice it, become the best at it. Because when you can do something that is not many other people can do, people will pay big money for you to do it. So focus on one skill, just focus on something that is very rare, very marketable, and just become the best at it. And that's how you can start making a lot of money. That is kind of, I don't remember where I saw this, I think it was a podcast or something like that, where they were talking about the secret to wealth is just becoming very good at a rare marketable skill. And another light went off, so everything's turning off on us here. But if you just do that, you can start making a whole lot of money. And a lot of people worry about being the jack of all trades and knowing everything, and that's not necessarily the best way to go about this. You want to become very good at one little thing that not many other people can do, and that thing hopefully will be around for a while. So make sure of that when you're thinking of a skill. But of course, just monetize your skills and you can make a lot of money. Number 6, the final one, and who knows, maybe this one seems obvious, this one seems boring, but it has proven to work, and that is save your money. Now, this one, of course, is very obvious. People are told this from a very young age, but it is one of the most proven ways to get wealthy, and that is just save your money. Always be kind of conscientious. Now, you don't have to be insanely frugal, but just be careful with your money and save as much as you can. And it's important to not only just have cash, but to go and invest that cash in maybe stocks or real estate or something like that, one of the proven assets that I've talked about. So saving is so important. It does work. You don't want to go crazy, but you do just want to be conscientious and careful about saving your money. Alright, so that will wrap it up. And another way you could maybe describe these 6, I personally wouldn't, but a lot of people would, is they're just seen as boring. They're seen as boring ways to kind of grow your wealth. And we live in this world where everyone wants to get rich and everyone wants to get rich now. And that's how these fads and trends become so popular, because they're pushed as being this get rich quick thing and people will jump on it. Whereas oftentimes they're not proven and people end up just losing money. But if you're willing to kind of wait it out and be wealthy more so in the long term and just set up a solid base of a lot of these different assets that I talked about here, then you can really start to grow your wealth and have it be much more, I don't want to say guaranteed, but much more just reliable way, and just get yourself on a better base. So these may be boring, but they've been proven throughout time to work. So rather than kind of running around and trying all these new little fads and trends to get rich tomorrow, just stick with your guns and just look at what's been proven. These have gone through different recessions and people have still made money. So that will wrap it out. I don't want to make this video too long for you guys. I hope it was helpful, but I do want to turn the question to you guys. What are some other proven ways to make money? What has been time tested in the past and will probably work in the future for people that really want to set up a solid financial backing? So I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. I'll be going through there, I'll be responding to you guys, and I just look forward to see what you guys are saying. But that will wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you're new here, my name is Raab. Here I make videos all about personal finance. So if you're interested in anything like that, I would love it if you would subscribe. But that will round this out. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and just have a great summer, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. As always, my name is Raab, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.